Hello. Tuesday brought us the warmest day of the year so far. Several parts of London saw temperatures up to 32 Celsius, including Heathrow, Kew Gardens, St James's Park as well. And it's not just been the warmest day of the year. We've also officially seen a heatwave already in some regions, especially Kent, East Malling and Bramham in West Yorkshire. These areas have seen temperatures exceed their heatwave threshold for Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So already 3 consecutive days, and we may well see another day or so of heatwave conditions in some areas.
Oh, she's joined The Apprentice, John, you said earlier.
If only, John. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Yesterday, we actually had the warmest day of this year so far. London reached 32 Celsius. If you're just stepping out, we have a real difference in the temperatures north to south. In Swanage at the moment, it's 21 Celsius. In Estilmuir, though, it's only 3 degrees.
Well, this is Southend Seafront. Over my shoulder, Southend Pier, the longest pleasure pier in the world. As we come round, I'm sure you can make out there are still some people in the sea. And as we continue round, we've got one of Southend's many beaches behind me. Now, it's been full here all day of families, of tourists. And just behind us is Adventure Island. Now, it's a small theme park and it was close to there last night that things took a turn for the worse.
Good afternoon. Well, the heatwave continues today across some parts of the country. We've got some strong sunshine around. Make hay while the sun shines. People busy in the fields, farmers. But things are maybe going to break down a bit as we head through tonight and into tomorrow, particularly across England and Wales, where we've got the risk of some heavy rain and some thunderstorms. Difficult to tie the details down just yet, because those storms haven't arrived, they haven't developed. But we have had some angry-looking cloud here across the southeast of England.
I will tell you what's happening in the weather, but I also want to show you what was spotted in the Thames today. Have a look, a quick sneak preview at these pictures. Dolphins, aren't they absolutely gorgeous? More on them and storms very soon.
Right, Sally's been out enjoying the sunshine today. Sally, I was roasting on my way into work, but I better not moan because I think you're going to say it's a case of enjoy it while it lasts.
I'm afraid so. There's a little bit of that. I'll come on to the weather. Currently I'm at Beckton Park. Over there you've got City Airport. Over there you've got the A13. But look at this view. Isn't that absolutely stunning? They have done this place up. They've completely transformed it. They've got wild meadows. They've got butterfly beds here. And I want to show you this plant. Now, I didn't know this. This is called sneezeweed. So have a give it a sniff. And what they used to do apparently is crush up the petals and then make them into snuff, and people would sniff it and sneeze and ward off evil spirits. Well, that's one theory anyway. Now, some of you have been talking to me about pollen. It feels high. It's moderate at the moment. There's a lot of weed pollen around. So if you're suffering, that's maybe why. And we've had high pressure as well, lack of wind. One man who has hay fever and yet is all about gardening is Ben here. Ben, interesting job choice with hay fever.
Yeah. I've often been told by my doctor that it's a wrong job for me, but I love it, so yeah.
Well, it's good that you love it, and you are clearly very good at it, because this is amazing. Now, what was this like before this area?
So it was just open grassland, really, pretty boring, nothing much to it, to be honest.
And you've completely transformed it, and the local community have helped you as well, haven't they?
Yeah, we've had the local mums and dads with their kids out, and they've helped with the seeding and the planting of the butterfly garden, so yeah.
Kids any good at it?
Brilliant, been fantastic, shown some of the staff up, so yeah.
Potential new employees.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you've worked here for like 20 years, haven't you? Long grass isn't a sort of a thing that you were used to dealing with.
No, going back 4 or 5 years ago, if we was dealing with grass like this, it was because we'd done something wrong. Normally a complaint or two would come in, so yeah.
Oh, well, listen, you've definitely not done something wrong. It's absolutely fabulous. Thanks so much for talking to us, Ben. This is all part of Beckton's master plan. I'm sure we'll see more of this in the future. Take a look at these pictures, though, before I come on to the weather. Something completely different. These are dolphins in the Thames, spotted by the Thames Rib Experience. Not one, but 2 of them. What a joy to see them clearly enjoying the sunshine, splashing around and hopefully keeping well. Now, talking of the sunshine, we have got some storms brewing at the moment. I mentioned a supercell storm, a very small chance of getting one. That basically means is that the weather is more severe and you could get a tornado. But I don't want to scare anyone because, as I said, it is an outside chance. And some of you might avoid them completely It's all up in the air. Let's take a little look at the forecast. Here we go. Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. These gorgeous girls certainly did. And we've got a continuation of the very warm weather, that humidity building as well tonight and tomorrow. But we've also got the risk of these thunderstorms. Now, you might completely avoid one. They are hit and miss. Not everyone's going to see one. But if you do, we could get some torrential downpours and a flood risk as well. Hence why the warning is in place. And of course, that lightning too.
Good evening to you. Start to see a thundery breakdown taking place across England and Wales in response to all this heat that we've had. It was another hot one today, 31 Celsius in Oxfordshire. Tomorrow, though, we'll keep the heat and humidity. Yes, indeed. As Riz said, it's been another very warm and sunny day today. We hit the 30 Celsius mark across the capital, so not as hot as yesterday, where we did see 32 degrees, but it's all changed through tonight and into tomorrow.
It's hot, like it or not. Has it reached the peak yet, do you think?
I think it has for this time. And it really is quite hot and humid and muggy, isn't it? So I think some people will probably be quite relieved. Yes, we definitely have reached the peak of the heat. And of course, as so often happens, now comes the thundery breakdown. That's not to say it's going to get cold overnight. It'll gradually ease away. But we are going to be having quite a lively picture in the next couple of days, certainly the next 36 or so hours. We have weather warnings in force. There's one right now that lasts until around midnight tonight, and then that area really expands as we move into tomorrow, and it covers much of England and into Wales as well. Now, what you really need to remember about this is the fact that the very nature of thunderstorms, they're really just quite beefy showers, they're very hit and miss. So some parts will get away with nothing at all, and other areas will be seeing something a little bit more lively. So as temperatures rise, let's talk about what goes on. It heats up the air close to the earth, and that warm air rises. The moisture in the air condenses and forms clouds. Now, the intense heat during a heat wave supercharges this process, and soon these clouds become towering thunderclouds reaching over 10 miles into the sky. At that height, the water droplets in the cloud freeze, forming hailstones. This hail knocks against each other as they swirl around, and that friction creates an electrical charge known as static electricity, which is released in the form of lightning. What we hear is the thunder. That's the sound of the air expanding and contracting as the lightning passes through it. The hotter the temperatures, the bigger this process is, and it's certainly going to be big in the next couple of days. Let's have a look at the forecast. Well, you can certainly tell that I get very excited about the geeky bits of weather, and it's definitely going to be very geeky over the next couple of days. Not everyone loves a thunderstorm, but I certainly do, and there's plenty going on. So there's definitely worth being aware of the next 36 hours across much of England and Wales. We have the risk, not for everyone, the risk of thunderstorms. It's lightning and it's torrential rain. Just think of it coming all the way down from 10 miles up in the skies. I don't know whether it's charming or not that I'm so excited about the weather, or I'm just a genuine geek. But either way, for us geeks, there's a lot to get your teeth into in the next couple of days.
It's charming, but it's kind of weird as well. So. Becky, thank you.